Greetings. I am Dr. Bradley Newcomer, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Executive Director and CEO of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. I am pleased to be speaking to you today as you are initiated into our society. We are so excited that you have accepted your chapter's invitation for membership. Please know that you have been invited into a very special community of scholars. Your academic achievement has earned you this recognition. Once inducted, you remain a member for the rest of your life. We hope you choose to stay an active member in the coming years. Active membership affords you a network of equally talented peers, career connections, and resources to support you during your lifelong journey of learning and service. Oh, and we can't forget the all-important resume boost. Also, membership allows you to compete for more than $1 million in awards and grants funded each year to support our members' further studies. Our motto, "Let the love of learning rule," is a commitment to the lifelong learning that is at the heart of our organization and community. The mission of Phi Kappa Phi is to recognize and promote academic excellence in all fields of higher education, and to engage our community of scholars in service to others. We are proud to welcome you to that community and celebrate your academic excellence with you. Again, congratulations, and let the love of learning rule humanity and be a guide for your life.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Philip Phillips. I am president of MTSU Chapter 246 of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi here at MTSU. I'm also Associate Dean of the Honors College. I'm pleased to welcome everyone here, and I want to extend special thanks to our academic deans, who are all doctored up in the same fashion that I am. For Basic and Applied Sciences, Dean Greg Van Patten. Behavioral and Health Sciences, Dr. Nancy Stone, Chair of Psychology. The Jones College of Business, Associate Dean Kim Sequoia. College of Education, Dean Portia Cohn. College of Liberal Arts, Dean Leah Lyes. Media and Entertainment, Associate Dean Sin Powell. Walker Library, Dean Kathleen Schmann. University Honors College, Dean John Bile. University College, Dean Rick Sluter. And College of Graduate Studies, Associate Dean Rashad El-Kabiri. So today we celebrate excellence. We gather to initiate worthy individuals into the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. They've been chosen on the basis of their superior scholarship. We are pleased and proud that each is chosen to become part of a century-old community of scholars and professionals, which includes individuals who have distinguished themselves in positions of leadership and whose careers have been characterized by achievement. Our members include noted scholars, doctors, authors, musicians, artists, actors, heads of state, members of Congress, governors, ambassadors, journalists, business executives, astronauts, lawyers, and a U.S. Supreme Court justice. They've been recognized with Nobel Prizes, Pulitzer Prizes, Grammys, MacArthur Fellowships, and numerous other national and international awards for service and achievement. Phi Kappa Phi is proud to include among its membership thousands of people who for more than a century have sought to make a difference in the communities where they live and work. The Society's values are conveyed in its motto, "Let the love of learning rule humanity." Our mission also states clearly who we are and what we do: to recognize and promote academic excellence in all fields of higher education, and to engage the community of scholars in service to others. Phi Kappa Phi standards are second to none. We seek to reward excellence wherever it can be identified, any institution that is a chapter of the society. By virtue of its interdisciplinary nature, Phi Kappa Phi elects its membership from all academic fields within the university. At this time, our chapter president, Dean Weil, will explain the requirements for initiation and share the history of the society. Dean Weil.
Bylaws of the MTSU Chapter 246. Okay, very good. The Phi Kappa Phi. Operating within the framework of the Society's bylaws, specifically specify certain conditions to be observed in electing persons to membership. These conditions are summarized as follows. Senior undergraduates, I'm sure we have a few of them here today, shall be in the upper 10% of their class in each college or division. Juniors are drawn from the top 7.5% of their class. Graduate and professional students, and then we had at least saw here today, who have completed 18 semester hours, had rank in the upper 10% of their class or hold a cumulative 3.85 GPA or higher, are also eligible for membership. Faculty, administrators, professional staff, and alumni who have achieved scholarly distinction also qualify for membership. It is fitting that candidates about to be initiated into Phi Kappa Phi learn certain facts about the society. 1897, Marcus L. Uron, a student at Maine State College, which is now the University of Maine, proposed to his professor, his professor, an honor society built upon a broader base and with a wider purpose than any in existence at the time. At the request of college president Abram Harris, Uran drafted a constitution that set the bylaws for such an organization. Uran and Harris, assisted by interested professors, so there were others, succeeded in organizing the Lambda Sigma at the society, an academic honor society open to superior students regardless of their academic discipline. 10 students were elected to membership in that first year. After Uran's graduation, President Harris assumed the responsibility for promoting the society. In 1900, with strong support from the presidents of the University of Maine, Pennsylvania State College, which is now Pennsylvania State University, the University of Tennessee, the society became a national organization. In the same year, the society was renamed Phi Kappa Phi from the initials of 3 Greek words of its adopted motto. Today, there are more than 325 chapters of Phi Kappa Phi, ranging from Maine to the Philippines and from Alaska to Puerto Rico. Dr. Phillips, our chapter president and the president-elect of the National Honor Society, will now explain the symbolism associated with Phi Kappa Phi.
Thank you, Dean Weil. It's worth pointing out also that not only have many of our students won national awards, but Dean Weil is a recipient of the Phi Kappa Phi Career Achievement Award. This is a national award. He is a prolific author, a dedicated scholar who regularly produces books, just not stop. And so he represents us very well on the national stage. The badge of the society is a globe against the background of the sun, whose rays form an expansive corona and radiate in symmetrical and equal concentrations from behind the globe. These signify equivalence among the various branches of learning and represent the dissemination of truth as light. Encircling the globe is a band containing the Greek letters Phi Kappa Phi. It symbolizes a universal bond that girds the earth and binds the lovers of wisdom in a common purpose. The seal of the society features the badge at its center. The badge is surrounded by a crenellated line that represents the battlements and walls of ancient Troy. In the space between this line and the periphery of the seal appeared 3 stars just above the badge, one for each of the 3 original chapters. Below the badge is the phrase "Founded 1897." The ribbon of the society is a meander pattern that is common in ancient Greek art and symbolizes the classical features of the society. The first word of the Phi Kappa Phi motto is philosophia. For historical reasons, the society translates this Greek word as the love of learning. The second word of the motto is krateto, a verb meaning to rule. In our motto, the word has the form of a strong exhortation that calls on us to let the love of learning rule. The last word of the motto is photon. This word occurs in ancient Greek poetry and drama, with reference to mortals in contrast to immortal gods. In our motto, it refers to all humans, so we translate it as the word humanity. Thus, in saying the Phi Kappa Phi motto, Philosophia Krateto Photon, you are calling on yourself and others to let your lives be ruled by the love of learning.
As initiates, you will receive a membership certificate. Each of you will also receive a subscription to the Society's publication, the Phi Kappa Phi Forum magazine, along with access to a variety of benefits and services designed to assist you throughout your academic and professional life. As a Society member, you will be eligible to compete for numerous scholarships and awards, a total of which for all recipients is $1 billion each year. Many past and current Phi Kappa Phi members at NTSU have won these awards over the past 2 decades. For example, in the past 13 years, we have had 11 of our chapter nominees winning the Phi Kappa Phi Fellowship, including our chapter's 2024 nominee, Rachel Boer, who received the $20,000 Marcus Uran Award to attend graduate school. Finally, let me remind you that once initiated into the Society, each of you will always be a member of Phi Kappa Phi. But to be classified as an active member, you should continue to receive all your benefits. You will need to pay national dues annually. You are urged to be an active member, not only as a means of personal fulfillment, but also as a way of helping to sustain the prestige of your honor society and supporting those activities. We encourage you to support our local chapter of Phi Kappa Phi and TSU by participating on our student council and through donations to our graduate scholarship endowment.
Now we will initiate our new members into the Society, beginning with a recitation of the oath. Let candidates stand. Please repeat after me the Society's affirmation of membership. In response to the honor bestowed on me, my election to Phi Kappa Phi, I shall continue to uphold the motto of Phi Kappa Phi, let the love of learning rule humanity. By virtue of your superior scholarship, by virtue of what you have achieved and who you are, a combination of qualities that led to your election by this chapter of the Society,
it's now my privilege to declare you members in good standing of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. May you continue to merit this high honor, never complacent and ever seeking the realization of the Society's motto, "Let the love of learning rule humanity." Congratulations again.
Hello, my name is Ethan Estes. Thank you all for inviting me here today. I'm honored to say a few words. Philosophia critato photon. Let the love of learning rule humanity. So goes the motto of Phi Kappa Phi, in Greek and in English. There is much to unpack from such a phrase, especially for those of you being initiated here today. Learning is certainly one of the kinder despots I've come to know. This motto also cuts to the core of why we attend universities at all. It is a sad fact that people have forgotten the idea of education for the sake of education. If you're sitting in this audience, I imagine you know what I mean. All around us, we hear people say that the only purpose of a degree is to get paid more money. Student loan companies think it just to tell student borrowers what classes they can and cannot take. Inevitably, when you tell someone your major, the follow-up is not, what do you want to learn, but what do you want to do with that? Practical application rules supreme. Utility is to be lauded, but other terms, virtue, character, culture, the pursuit of knowledge, are outmoded, obliviated. It doesn't matter what discipline, microbiology, languages, mathematics, philosophy, or physics and chemistry. The assumptions are the same. And my point is not to say that people are wrong to seek a stable income. We live in a tough world, and there's enough to get by. But if you're in this room, if you know what it means to let the love of learning rule humanity, then you also know that a degree is not merely a paycheck. Furthermore, you know that a well-rounded scholar does not merely seek to excel in the classroom, but to emanate excellence in service too. To put this into perspective, allow me a personal digression. The first scholarship I received from MTSU was the Buchanan Fellowship. And I could never stress enough how this generosity has impacted my education. I studied Greek literature, astronomy, global political theory, and more. Through my fellowship and further generosity from the Honors College, History Department, and Phi Kappa Phi itself, I have studied abroad in Scotland and France. I am fortunate to have had these opportunities, many do not, but they would not have been possible without the community of individuals and institutions who see it as their duty to give back, who took it as an imperative to provide opportunities to others. And we all have the power to do just that. Over the years, I have tried to serve my community in many ways. I have organized 8 community service projects with the Lambda Sigma Honor Society, participated in a cemetery preservation workshop with the Center for Historic Preservation, served on the Stars Week Committee, and I continue to look for ways to serve Phi Kappa Phi. And that is what I ask of you, to appreciate your educational journey, even when it is hard, or when life is one chasm after another, and not only to seek personal improvement, but to better your community and put others first. That is your charge. But that is not all. As I am preparing to move on to graduate school next year, I've been thinking much about the future. I was told recently that people change themselves as they enter the real world, that they give up unique aspects of their character, shave their hair, wear different clothes, become more cautious in their politics and personal life. I reject that notion. I am young yet, and there is a benefit to maturity that comes with experience. But conformity is not inevitable. It is important, no, essential, that we never lose what makes us unique, creative, and happy. Sure, a college education will give you all those employable skills that people want, but it is also your chance to assert your identity, to be radically original in your work. You don't lose that character or identity just because you get older, your boss doesn't like your hair. Risks are what make us human and encourage us to push the limits of what has been done before. Become more calculated in those risks, if you will, but never stop taking them, and never compromise on who you are. The Greek is nice enough. Philosophia critato photon. Let the love of learning rule humanity. But I am reminded too of an old Latin phrase. Acta, non verba. Deeds, not words. As you leave here tonight, no matter your discipline, remember that. Learn, grow, serve others, and be original. But remember, you are always defined by what you do, not what you say you will.